Hey, how's it going? It's Greg Johnson here, creator of the Diet Liberation Formula. And right now I'm outside my client's house and they're going to be sharing with you exactly how they've got such amazing results in just 4 weeks. Not just the body, but the lifestyle as well. So we're going to go in there and check it out.
In 7 weeks, I've lost just under 4 stone, which is amazing. I'm absolutely buzzing about that.
Before I started the plan, I was suffering a lot with anxiety, suffering with worrying about going to certain places in case I needed to, just get out, and I was in quite a bad place. Physically, with diet, it was just horrific. It was come in and you think, oh, I've got nothing in the cupboards. I've got, the cupboards are full, but we've got nothing to eat, so we need to just go and get a takeaway. At least 3 or 4 times a week, and then you wonder why you've got no money left at the end of the month.
Before starting the 28-day plan, my lifestyle was living on takeaways, junk food, had no breakfast ever. If I did have breakfast, it'd be like a greasy butty from a butty van or something at work. And then sometimes not even having lunch, eating 2 teas when I got in at night, drinking 2 litres of fizzy drinks.
I've always been a larger lady, and I think it's when you make the excuse of, oh God, I think these trousers have shrunk in the dryer. Not the fact that I've put weight on and I need to get another size, it's I can't fit in any trousers now, and I thought I'm not buying any more black trousers for work. I couldn't wear them because they just cut me in two, and I think because my husband had suffered so much with his shoulder operation and had become quite low, I thought I need to do something to support him as well. So that's why we decided together to make a change. We tended to just come in and I'd sit on one end of the sofa watching the TV and Brian would be the other end on the iPad. Whereas now we cook together, we prep together, and it's all about the prep and it's not a chore at all. So I think it's helped us as a couple together then do more things at the weekends, like going out for long walks and doing exercise together, because I'm not one for the gym. I don't like the gym. I prefer to go walking.
When I started the plan, my body was in a mess because I just had an operation. I've been off work for 3 months full because of the recovery period. My shoulder was in a mess, was housebound, and because of that, I hadn't done any exercise, used to having a physical job. And obviously with no exercise, I was piling the weight on, so I was housebound. And to try and get a bit of exercise, I used to say to myself, right, you're getting out today, you're going to walk to the shop, which is only a 15-minute walk usually. I got halfway there, I was in so much pain with my back, I had to sit down on the floor for 2 minutes until my back pain stopped. Then I got up, pushed myself to the shop, had to have another sit down. Went and bought a few things, walked back, and I was physically crying. I was in that much pain with my back.
Initially, I won't forget, Brian said to me, my mate, because obviously he talks like that, my mate Greg, has got this new eating plan. So I said, right, okay. And I thought, here we go. He said, oh, he's a personal trainer. And I thought, right, he's just wanting to get people on the books, bums on seats, all that sort of thing. And he said he sent me a video message. I thought, here we go, a generic video message that he'll bump out to everybody. And then we watched it and I was like, he said your name. He said, yeah, he's filmed it for me. So, oh, right. So immediately you knew it was going to be something that was really personal, which for me was huge because I didn't want to be part of a generic slimming group anymore because it didn't work for me. It did initially. I lost 3.5 stone in 5 months with another slimming group a few years ago. But it wasn't personally enough. But you do feel like you're a number. Whereas with this, for me, straight from the bat, it was a personal message. And you seemed really genuinely interested in what the problems were. The results in terms of the weight loss, in the 28 days, I lost 2 stone, £1/4 pound. You do feel better in a lot of your clothes. Those black pants now fit but are loose as well. The compliments are really nice that people give you, and I think because I've done it with somebody, with my husband, and on the forum on Facebook, it's so supportive, and if anybody is struggling, you feel as though you're giving people a little bit of an insight. Well, yeah, I was there. I've done that, you will feel rubbish, but then you'll feel absolutely great, stick with it. And I think it's that encouragement that helps you go, because you feel like you're empowering others as well. Health-wise, I feel a lot more alert. I don't feel as groggy over Christmas when I did have something that I maybe shouldn't have done. It's amazing to see the impact of that on your body and how it makes you feel. So it just makes you realise that for me, it's all about the mind. The weight loss to me is the second bit. It's because I've changed my mindset. That's the biggest thing that I've got out of it.
Thinking back when I first contacted Greg, I knew I was at my wit's end. I didn't know where to turn. I've tried Slimming World and other diets, quick diets in the past, which had worked short term, but not long term. And I knew I needed to get some weight off for my aches and my pains and my ability to get better. Luckily, I knew Greg from school, was friends with him on Facebook, and caught a few of his videos. And he was good enough to video message me back once I'd sent him a message. And I took it from there. So reservation wise, I didn't really have any reservations because I knew I had to do this. And Greg's plan looked awesome, so I was ready for it, more than ready for it.
The day 28, I thought for me, I was going to have ham sandwich and a packet of crisps to reward myself. I genuinely didn't want it. I could have had it, I didn't want it. I don't want those foods anymore. So for me, it's just, I've still got a lot of weight to lose. But for me, because I've changed my mindset so much and that programme has done this, it's now a way of life. We're still cooking how we cook. We're going to introduce new recipes, and it's just a way of life. It's not anything that you feel like you're going to come off.
I feel like I've got a new lease of life. I used to worry about walking to the shop. I did that last week and I could have run there and back, and that's a massive difference. So to the future, more weight loss, definitely. I just feel amazing. It doesn't just change your weight, it changed your mindset, which I was also struggling a lot with. I was suffering with depression and anxiety, and I don't know, it kind of really helps with the inner happiness. And as Greg says, it sounds a bit cheesy, you know, I'll tell him that you know, that the weight loss is a side effect, and you know, it is, he's right, it is a side effect, but a bloody good one.
I think even though you feel low, with that support and the support from the group, it's just something now that's just normal. It's the norm, it's what we do and what we will carry on doing.
I'm so happy for these guys. What an incredible story. Now, if you're in a place where you need to change, but you just don't know where to start, the first thing you need to do is click the apply button, and then we can get you started on your journey.